Welcome everyone to This Is It. We are back here with the crew, and we are here to talk about one of the most anticipated movies this Halloween season. Halloween Ends, and we are here to talk about it with two fellas of the crew that I can't wait to get their opinions on it. I'm going to go around the horn. Phenom, what's up, brother?
I'm 202 DDA representative all day, every day. Yo, man, this movie, I would say, had a little potential and a lot of disappointment, yo.
Yeah, it's look, we're definitely going to get into it. But last but not least, my man Tony Dons, what's going on, brother?
Hey, what's going on, man? Yeah, I'm with you on that one, Phoenix. Yo, like so much potential. Like I'm gonna tell y'all a whole nother script tonight, yo. Just
we might be on the same page, bro.
Yeah, to be like, I mean, a whole lot of disappointment. And I'm a big Halloween fan, so this is. I was really looking forward to it, and I like the first two.
Mm-hmm.
So I was looking for a good, correct ending, but.
Yeah,
here we are.
Yeah, I know. I think I agree with you guys' sentiments on that, and we'll definitely get into it. But before we do that, as I always say, everybody, don't forget to like this video, subscribe to the channel, and hit that thumbs up button. As always, we're here to give you more reviews, recaps, and reactions. And without that, we're going to go ahead and get into the review. So everybody's already kind of giving their thoughts on the review, man. So look, Tony, I know you're a huge fan of Michael Myers and Halloween in general. I'd like to really get your thoughts on what you felt about Halloween Ends, man, your overall thoughts.
The first thing I'll say is fuck Halloween Ends. It is in severe competition with as being the worst Halloween movie. Is right there with Halloween 3. You guys might
the Season of the Witch.
Season of the Witch. You guys might push me over the edge, yo, because I watched Season of the Witch and it sucked, but I didn't walk away thinking like, man, this is some bullshit. Maybe because I already knew there was other movies behind it.
Right.
When I actually watched those movies. But I mean, this movie broke my heart.
Yeah.
So
yeah.
Phenom, what about you, man?
Dog. When I was watching it, so right from the rip, him babysitting the kid, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
The kid was antagonizing him,
Hated that kid.
Hated the kid. I mean, like, it was started off tense. I was like, oh shit, Michael Myers is about to kill this dude off the rip. I didn't know he was gonna be the main character. I didn't do any research, didn't look into anything.
No, nobody did.
I just thought he was just gonna die, yo.
Mm-hmm.
They end up killing the kid. I was like, okay, all right, I see. But then as the movie progressed, yo, I started to hate Corey Cunningham, yo. I started to hate him, yo. Like, really hate him.
Mm-hmm.
And then, like, the overarching thing was they could have transitioned from Michael Myers to Corey Cunningham.
Yeah.
And they dropped the ball tremendously on it.
I'm just going to go ahead and say it. I hated this movie, yo. I'm not as huge as a fan of Tony here, but I definitely like Halloween. Out of all the, Freddy, Jason, Michael Myers is my man.
Yep.
This movie is called Halloween Ends. How the hell is Michael Myers not even in the damn movie? I can't understand that. I did some research, fellas. Research. Michael Myers is in this movie. This 10 minutes. 10 minutes total. That's unbelievable, yo. I think that was my biggest gripe with this whole movie. It's called Halloween Ends, and the main guy is barely in this movie, yo.
How many people did Michael murk in this whole movie?
Two.
Oh my God, two. That's
Michael
right.
Killed. One of them was a setup, a complete setup, yo.
The cop that she was dating.
And the other one, it was okay. Michael kill, like coming out the closet on a girl that was hiding. They thought she was safe.
Mm-hmm.
That was an okay Michael kill. But somebody online, yo, I ain't gonna take credit for this joke, yo. But somebody online called Michael this the Halloween version of Logan.
On his last leg.
Yeah.
Yo, tell me your thoughts about that though. What did you guys feel about this weekend? Like this just took 4 years after. So I didn't understand that whole thing, and I didn't like that whole thing. And Mike Myers being weak and sitting in the gutter for like 4 years. I didn't like that.
No, Michael contracted a terminal illness or something while he was down there. Because I'm just saying,
his
like
ass, yo.
we
The last
saw
movie, they mollywop that motherfucker, yo.
for real though. We saw the 2 movies before this, right?
Mhm.
This motherfucker took on 13 firefighters.
He did.
Yes.
You know what I'm saying? They killed like 25 townspeople that was ganging up on him, yo, like Bruce Lee style.
Yes.
And now, yo, this motherfucker is fighting a teenager, yo, like getting wrestled with.
Yeah.
A teenager in this movie. I can't take it. It pissed me off. I don't care. I mean, you just totally ruined the legacy of Michael, yo. Like,
I agree.
Yeah.
I agree, man.
Yeah.
like,
I couldn't understand that either because the height difference for one and the size difference. And this guy, Corey, comes in, all of a sudden it's like, I want it. Give me the mask. And
this nigga
fucking wrestles down Michael Myers like he's a like, what the fuck?
That was like 2 pushes, yo. He pushed him twice.
Yeah.
He pushed him twice and took his mask and then crawled out of there, yo. Like,
yeah, man.
Like, yeah, I got it. Like,
yeah, like that's not supposed to happen. This is Michael Myers, man. That's not supposed to happen.
No, I was rationalizing trying to rationalize this movie, yo.
Mhm.
Like I thought the whole setup was Corey Cunningham being the new Michael Myers because during the whole movie, like, you know, Jamie Lee Curtis set him up with her granddaughter.
Yeah.
It was dating, and then she started noticing like his eyes. I see the same thing in Michael's eyes. I see he's dangerous. I see the same thing.
Evil.
So and then he started picking people off. I mean, obviously, the teenagers that he murked, all them motherfuckers had to go.
Yeah.
They kept antagonizing him, yo.
Yeah,
Cut his hand, fucked his bike up, all that stuff. Threw him off a bridge.
Yeah.
All that.
That was crazy, man. I mean, you know what I think the issue with the story is that it's not, it looks like, well, it's like 2 or 3 different stories in one movie and nothing closes. They start the movie one way with the kid that, you know, with them babysitting the kid. Then the story switches to this second story where it's like some reason there's like an infection or something, or the evil is now in Corey, and all of a sudden he wants to go around town, be the new Michael Myers. And then you have Laurie Strode and Michael Myers at the very end. I just don't get it. It was almost like it was written by actually I found out it was written by 2 or 3 different writers. And it was like the writers actually I feel like the writers handed in the script. The studio looked at that shit and was like, where the fuck is Michael Myers and Laurie Strode?
Yeah.
And they just like, oh, well, let's put him in the last 20 minutes so we at least say we did it. That's what it felt like it was to me. It was awful.
Yeah.
This is what I think, yo. Like, and I'm about to sound like Fox News on this stuff, yo, but this whole wokeism stuff, yo, this movie was about mental health, yo.
Yeah.
Movie is basically like, yo, this is the extreme version of what mental health does if we don't, you know, take advantage of, you know, being able to see people progressing. Yeah. And I just think, yo, like the writers, they found writers that don't really understand the genre, don't really understand the fans. And they didn't write a movie for Halloween fans. They wrote a movie that could probably be broad for, you know, for an audience, bringing a broad audience. And it's not a broad audience going to see this movie.
No, I mean, this was a straight to DVD Halloween.
Oh God, it was.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And the thing about it is, like I said, I go back to the potential that how many times they dropped the ball. Like, all right, cool. They throw him off the bridge. He kills a homeless man. You know what I'm saying? Michael, he stumbles in there with Michael is. Michael drags the body in there. He goes in there. And then they have a moment. Like, Michael could have killed them. He was like,
yeah.
Yeah,
yo, he did the hell tilt on him. It was like, yo, I see you and me.
Yeah, and that's where I thought the movie was progressing to. I'm like, all right, boom, and then they went out did a kill together.
Nick, that should. So I mean, that should have been like half the movie is them going out killing people and Michael kind of getting stronger as he's killing. He getting his juju.
I thought when he was killing people, he was getting like their soul or more energy.
Yeah,
that's what I thought was happening. That's why I thought he was dragging people down.
When he killed the police officer,
yes,
he did a little
like he felt like he got a little stronger at that moment. So that's what I thought was going on. But clearly that wasn't the case because the kid wrestled his ass down 10 minutes later.
like, yo, I got this.
Yeah, see, that's what I was saying. The movie was all over the place, and okay, so let's kind of go over little parts of the movie. So let's go back to the part where um, Corey's getting teased by the kids. The kids are all beating him up and pushing him around and whatnot. So then eventually he gets thrown off the bridge. He goes down. Michael Myers grabs around his neck. All of a sudden the evil or something goes inside of Corey. So then now Corey's a badass. Now all of a sudden he's walking around town. He's super evil. He's super bad. And Laurie Strode's daughter all of a sudden is all into him now. And because he's a badass. And I did not understand that part of the story, because then it was all of a sudden as if she felt like she wanted to leave Haddonfield and be a badass and all this shit. But when you're going through this story here, none of this to me makes sense, because it doesn't close the loop on anything. What did you guys feel about, I don't know Laurie Strode's daughter's name, but her all of a sudden being into him because now he's a badass?
Allison.
Did y'all like that story at all, or y'all felt that wasn't even necessary for this film?
I mean, I was cool with it, because I mean, I think it would be a good story arc to have the granddaughter and the new killer kind of getting close together, and she don't really see it. Mm-hmm, but I'll be honest with you, I think she saw it. I think she saw, she was attracted to it.
She was attracted to him being a badass. Yeah, I thought so too. I thought
she was trying to save him from, because he was broken, because the town didn't mess with him. He was a kid killer. When they went to the park, like she kept even when she took the glass out, she was flirting with him in the joint.
Yeah.
When they were at the doctor's office, yo.
If he was like secretly killing all her friends, that would have made more sense. And she don't see it happening.
Yeah.
And then all of a sudden there's a big reveal. It's not Michael, it's him. That would have made more sense. But they had a little Bonnie and Clyde thing going on.
That was what was the issue with this story. Was they couldn't decide on what they wanted to do. Did you want to have a story where he's becoming the new Michael Myers and they're like Bonnie and Clyde? She doesn't get it, and then eventually she sees it. Are you killing off Michael Myers because he's the new Michael Myers? Corey's got to be the new Michael Myers, because that's what it looked like they were doing. Yeah. Or is Corey like a pseudo helper of Michael Myers to get him being the guy that we remembered from the beginning of the Halloween? It just was very unclear. And also what I didn't understand was, if Corey was the evil, then why did Michael Myers show up at the end to kill Corey if Corey was the evil that was supposed to be the new him? I didn't understand that.
I got a real good explanation. You stole my motherfucking mask, yo. That's it. That's all you need. Oh, that's Michael Myers' signature. Wherever he went, he found his mask.
That's true.
The dude coming in and kind of, mushed him and took his mask. You gotta get some get back, yo.
Yeah.
I'm saying, but he
didn't even kill Corey. Corey was already dying because Laurie.
But he came back. Did y'all remember that? He woke up really quick, like Michael Myers did.
Mike killed him.
Yeah.
So that's 3 kills.
They should have had. That is. I mean, I didn't want to count that because I think he stabbed himself. He was gonna die. But anyway, I get what you're saying. I mean, I think it should have been both of them going around town killing people, yo, and you don't really know who it is that's doing it.
Exactly.
That would have been good. That would have been good. Yeah, that would have been good. Now, what about the kills? Did y'all at least like the kills when they were actually doing the kills? When Corey was actually going around doing the kills, when he killed the kids and all those folks? Y'all feeling those?
No, these are not Michael kills, yo. Number one, you got to sneak up on a motherfucker. Mm-hmm. It's got to be like that, or it's got to be like really gruesome. I mean, we remember the last movie where he broke like one of them long light bulbs, and push it in the girl's neck.
In the neck, yeah.
And she survived. She was in the movie.
She survived, but I'm just saying we ain't never seen no shit like that. No, the joint where he was like practicing his knife, seeing which knife was gonna work the best. He was stabbing the dude, like, yeah, that ain't it. Stab over again, yo. That ain't it. Ooh, that felt right. Ooh, yeah. I'm going with this. Yeah, oh, that's Michael, yo.
Yeah,
that's Michael. Right. These kills, yo. There was nothing, yo. They ran over one person with a fence in the truck, yo.
Yeah.
Accidentally shot somebody. Like, he didn't even kill one. He
killed the main antagonist. King Karan. Yeah, beat him to death.
Yeah, with the
his
record book,
face.
with his face
Yo,
on the record.
was that King Karan?
That was King Karan.
I did not know that.
I
Okay,
didn't know
I was
that
like,
either.
I thought he
Yeah.
looked familiar, but I couldn't figure out who it was. Kudos for him, yo, because I watched a lot of his videos back in the
Yeah.
day.
But he did kill like the main antagonist, the main bully. Like I forgot how he killed him though. He like burnt his
uh,
face or something like that. Like with a blowtorch or something.
oh
I'm
yeah,
just thinking about,
he with the blowtorch in his mouth. That's correct. He
Yeah,
put
dog,
the blowtorch
blowtorch
in
in
his
his
mouth.
mouth, yo.
number one, they ain't even really show that right, yo. Like we
Yeah,
saw how gruesome it at a certain angle is gruesome,
Yeah.
but you got to see his face start to burn up and
Melting and all that stuff.
yeah,
Yeah.
see
yeah,
his
yeah,
eyes. Like you got to see his eyes.
yeah.
Like
Good
yo,
point.
I'm dying. Like
Yeah, good point.
no, they just like I mean that was just like a quick thing. And I
Yeah,
mean we ain't even remember this stuff. That's how non-memorable it was. Like we
damn,
don't
Yeah.
even
really
remember.
true.
We watched this movie what 8 days ago.
Yeah,
Like
Yeah.
if
and
that.
I barely remember the kills, yo.
I have
Yeah.
never left a Halloween movie so confused, disappointed, and pissed off because you literally, like you said earlier, Tony, you literally shitted on the character that everybody comes to the movie to see. Everybody loves Michael Myers for who he is. He's this supernatural being that you don't know why he's doing what he's doing,
Yeah.
but it's his kills, his haunting. Like he is the shape. Like he just feels like that looming presence around. You don't know where the fuck he is.
Yeah.
I don't know who this guy was. They almost tried to humanize him in a bit. Like he wasn't all that stuff that we saw in the Halloween and then Halloween Kills. That was not the Michael Myers in this one at all.
No.
I don't know who this guy was.
I don't
Yeah.
know. It was yeah.
Yeah.
First of all, like if we're gonna do Halloween ends, yo, they need to be at least 3 showdowns between him and Laurie.
Absolutely.
Not like one little kitchen scene that lasts a minute and a
Mhm.
half.
Mhm.
Like there needs to be a Michael Laurie showdown to finally end this shit, and it just wasn't there, yo. Like
Yeah.
If you really think about it, that last 20 minutes looks like a totally different movie. It's
No.
totally, it's like it just happened so abrupt. It was like they just shoehorned that in because
Let's go
they
ahead and
needed
end this.
to have a showdown. Because
Yeah.
everything leading up to that it didn't make any sense. It really didn't. And
Because
look,
she didn't even because I don't even think she knew Michael was still alive.
yeah.
She didn't have no inkling to the end.
Mhm.
And even at the end, how did she know Michael was alive?
Yeah.
And that's the thing, because there was no like precursor. She ain't seen him in the distance. She
Right.
ain't back. I mean, at least in the other movie, they knew he was alive because
Right.
motherfuckers was killing him. And he was killing people.
Right.
In this one, Corey shows up. I'm not gonna shit on the whole movie. There were some bits and pieces I did like.
Mhm.
I did like the fact when Laurie Strode was in there typing or something, then she
Mhm.
went to and got her gun.
yeah,
Oh,
And
that was good.
we thought, she was having a mental breakdown or something.
Yeah.
And she wasn't. She shot the pumpkin, and then Corey popped in there, and she's like, "Oh, you thought I'm gonna kill myself, you dumb motherfucker." Basically, you know what
yeah.
I'm saying? I thought that was fine.
I thought that was too. I mean, for a second, I thought, like she really going to do something because her daughter wants to leave, which I didn't understand that either because that switch was very abrupt. Like you just saw early in the movie how much they have a great relationship. And all of a sudden she'd met Corey and then had sex with him. And all of a sudden she's like, F you, Lori, I'm out of here. Screw you. You're the reason why this shit is all fucked up. And she wants to leave. I was like, come on now. And how in the hell did she get mad at Lori when she walked in and saw that she had killed her boyfriend? Like she couldn't look down at the ground and see that he was wearing Michael Myers' suit and the mask on the ground.
In her crib.
In her crib.
In her crib, yeah.
Yeah.
Like, come on.
It was a lot with that, man. I mean, and that's why I go back to saying Lori didn't know Michael was alive because if she knew Michael was alive, she wouldn't have been mad about her leaving. She'd probably say, "Get out of town," all that stuff.
Yeah.
I thought Corey got irritating through the whole movie. His mother was mad irritating. I didn't understand that dynamic.
Yeah, I didn't. That didn't make any sense either. It was
Like,
almost like they were trying to push the narrative.
I smell her on you.
Yeah.
I'm like, no, he's 21, 22 years old or something like that.
I think they was going with the super religious angle, like but then they kissed. So it was just like, yo.
Oh yeah, that was weird.
That really weird. I was like,
that was weird.
Like, I don't know. Like, I don't know. I'm gonna tell y'all what I think should have happened, yo.
Let's go. What you think should have happened?
This is the movie. All right. So the movie should have been set, should have picked up like a week after Laurie Strode buried her daughter, or they're at the funeral and Michael's there, and she knows Michael's there, and she uses that opportunity to hunt Michael down that night while everybody thinks it's all over. They should have had like 3-4 encounters, where he barely got away, or all this stuff. They could have had the Corey character. They could have kept the Corey character, and just had them killing together, and then also splitting up, so you don't really know who's doing the killing. So she had a confrontation with Corey and thought it was Michael, or vice versa. And then just had a big showdown in the house, like it's supposed to be.
Yeah, yeah.
But,
I mean, especially since the first movie and the second movie literally were the same night. Why not just make this is a trilogy. It's all supposed to be cohesive. Why not just make the third movie the same night? It's just because the night is 12 hours anyway, especially around Halloween. It's going from 5 to 5 in the morning. This could have been an all night event, but the whole trilogy is one night. Why not do that? Like, just break it up into 3 parts. It could have easily been that she buries her daughter, and it could have just went on with the next haunting of trying to hunt down Michael Myers, and him trying to haunt her as well. And everybody thinking Michael Myers is dead, but she's trying to convince everybody. The same script that we had in the first one. They should have kept that going. I don't think they should have ever introduced Corey. I don't think we should have ever had this season of the witch vibe, that it's the evil out there that's lurking. If you want to do that, introduce that in the next installment of the franchise. This was a trilogy of Laurie and Michael. Let that be the trilogy. Now
that should have been the whole movie.
That should have been the whole movie.
Yeah, it's a showdown between Laurie and Michael. Yeah, that's what we're waiting for.
I agree.
They didn't use the other characters. Like, they didn't use the sheriff.
No,
he was after her snatch, yo. That's all he was after, yo.
Trying to hit the whole time, but that's all we know about, yo.
A basket of fruit.
Then the black sheriff, Cartier from Raising Canaan, yo.
Raising Canaan.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? He show up at the off the bench, and with the movie over with.
Right.
I mean,
makes no sense.
He in the three movies for 2 minutes, yo.
Yeah. This trilogy was bad. Do you think that they're going to do another Halloween?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, the movie put asses in the seats, yo. Like, they ain't gonna never stop.
Yeah. I think they'll do another Halloween. I think this is Jamie Lee Curtis's last film, though. I don't think
it should be.
Definitely.
It should be. I think it has to be, because she has no link to Mike no more.
It won't have anything to do with this. They'll just come up with a new.
They might do like a rebrand from like the prequel, like when he first was a kid and all that stuff.
They might go that route.
Remake of the first one.
There's a line,
a Rob Zombie version.
Now, I did like the first Rob Zombie. That second one, I don't know what. I mean, it's not bad.
Rob Zombie was when he was a kid, right?
The Rob Zombie when he was a kid. Yeah, the first one. The second one went off the rails a little bit, but it's not as bad as this. This by far is the worst Halloween film ever.
Well, I mean, the Rob Zombie ones, the kills in those movies are fucking awesome. He got those all together. The story, not so much. Yeah. Especially the second one.
The second one, yeah.
The first one was pretty good.
Looking at the white horse and the second one.
All that stuff with the ghost and the white horse.
Yeah. But there's a line.
Go ahead.
Now, there's a line in this movie that I think that stuck out to me. Out of all the things that stuck out to me, this line stuck out to me, which made me realize this is what they were trying to do in the film, but the execution of it was bad. So it actually is when Laurie Strode, or Jamie Lee Curtis, is reading at the very end, her monologue. She says, she says at the end, Michael Myers is gone, but evil never dies. It just changes shape. That's the line. So I think that was what the writers were trying to do, is to let you know that evil is what is after Laurie Strode. Now, whether this evil is Michael Myers or somebody else, I think they were trying to figure out a way to continue the franchise. Like, we're going to kill Laurie and Michael, but how can we continue the franchise? Because they're basically saying that evil never dies. It just changes shape. So there will be another Michael Myers, but it will just be somebody else. So yes, great concept. They just executed it like shit. It was just pure shit to me.
So couple things. So like I said, Corey Cunningham should have been the new Michael Myers, only because his name is an alliteration, just like Michael Myers is, yo. So when you say, it's not like Corey Johnson or Michael Jackson, Michael Myers, Corey Cunningham. So it would have made sense for him to be Halloween. Oh my gosh, Corey Cunningham. And that's one thing, but also she knew she wasn't acting like Michael was still out there though.
No, she wasn't.
But in hearing our discussion, she knew he was still out there because after they beat him up, he killed her daughter.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So she was still moving, going to grocery stores,
That's what I didn't understand.
shit.
For
like
4 years.
She wasn't the old Jamie Lee Curtis, Laurie Strode, hunkered down, practicing her aim, all that stuff. Like
that didn't make sense. Yeah.
I mean, it didn't make any sense. Yo.
Yeah, because she had been doing that for over 20, almost 40 years. That was her. And all of a sudden you done switched and you're somebody real relaxed and cool and making pies. Come on now. It just didn't make any sense. But does anybody have anything else about this movie?
Well, let me ask y'all a question. What y'all think about the final scene with her, the way she killed Michael and the way he died?
Oh, well, yeah, we could talk about that. That last 20 minutes of the battle and stuff. So what did you think about that, Tony?
I mean, it was weak sauce. Like, I mean, I know she fucked his hand up and shit, but like, it was a point where he got up and was strangling her. And then like her daughter came and broke his arm, so he fell down again. It was like that shit was weak sauce. And then to throw him in the little trash compactor, yo. First of all, to tie him on top of the car and get like a 40-car caravan to drive to the trash compactor and throw him in there, yo. That shit was weak, yo.
Yeah.
Like, shit was weak.
I can't disagree with you. I did like the fight. I'm not going to lie. I liked the fight because I was waiting to see that climactic ending of her against Mike. Yeah. But when I examine it, when I go with the fine tooth comb, I'm starting to look at things like why didn't, okay, there's a particular scene when Michael grabs Lori and throws her into the glass case. Her head should have been fucked up.
Nah,
but it wasn't
like nothing. Like
she got up like he pikes her. He like sticks the kneading needle in her ear.
Yeah,
she was still okay. So I'm like, there's some cringeworthy things happening here. So
it's not like she's a young woman. She's in her 60s, almost 70 years old, dog.
So those were the things about the fights. And I was like, but overall, I was like, it still was enjoyable to watch. I was happy to see that. Them carrying him through the town, I thought was a little over the top, but I was glad to see him going to meat grinder and it just kind of see it end for real instead of it
for
being
him
like
to
that.
End like that. No, they should have had them die together, where she was like falling in there, but she at the last second drags Michael in with her, like, and that would have been
that would have been good.
You know what I'm saying? That would have been the end of it, yo.
That like would have been good.
A climactic battle where it looked like Michael was gonna get away and sneak away, but she got him at the end and pulled him in there. But
yeah, we need you in the writers' room, Tony.
Yeah, but you also gotta look at it this way too. So yes, the fight scene was like you pointed out a lot of stuff, Corey, with her getting hurt and really not getting hurt. I did like how they had him pinned, like she kept stabbing him onto the damn island.
I like that.
And he couldn't move. He was like looking like
those knives were not big enough to hold Michael onto the damn island. Yo, that shit was crazy.
It was just, like I said, I tried to rationalize this movie. I tried. And with them taking them through the town.
One of those knives is like a paring knife, yo. Like you peel potatoes with that. Like, no, yo, you Michael's sleeve is not gonna stay in that jump, yo. If he want to get up, yo. Like,
I mean, yeah, you're right. I can't argue with that. She slit his throat. You know what I'm saying? He bled out. Put him on top of the car. They did a processional so everybody can see that he's really dead this time. And we're not taking these chances no more. Yeah. And for them to throw him in the meat grinder and show him get grinded up.
Yeah.
I actually did like it. I said y'all should have been did this shit a long time ago when he killed him.
I would be cool with him dying like that. I'm cool with that. Mm-hmm. Tying him up on like top of the roof like a Christmas tree, yo. I was not cool with that.
Yeah, I mean, just like with some like rope. They put him in a straight jacket.
With rope,
zip him up.
Yeah.
None of that stuff. But one thing I gotta disagree with Tone on only one thing. I think Lori needed her piece because she's been crazy, just bearing down on Michael since 1978.
I can agree with that.
She finally can have a piece to go old with. Don't say make pies and stuff like that. Give him some vegetables because nigga ain't never had a vegetable in his life. He said,
right.
So just make meat pies and shit. You know what I'm saying?
You know,
As you
I
get
agree with
frozen
that.
broccoli pops. You know what I'm
I
saying?
agree with that because if you really look about it, everybody for Halloween comes once a year. But for Laurie Strode, she's been living Halloween ever since that first day. Every day has been Halloween for her up until it ended that way. Where everybody else, Halloween is just a one-night event, but it has always been Halloween for her because she's always been looking over her back for Michael Myers ever since then. So the way I felt that this movie, the last 20 minutes of this movie, I don't even know why they did a trilogy. Honestly, it really just should have been one long movie, and it just should have been done with it. I felt it was a cash cow because I felt that the second movie kind of sidelined Laurie. We barely saw her. Kills were great.
Yeah,
kills were great, but there wasn't much going on in that second movie as far as story wise. And I thought they were really going to wrap it up in this third one. I don't know what this is. This is trash. This is clearly the worst movie of all the franchises, and they really messed Halloween up for me. I don't think they're going to do anything for Halloween for another 5-7 years.
Oh yeah,
and
5 years from now.
Yeah, 5 years from now. If I had to rate this movie, because we're going to close the show out, this movie is like a 2 out of 10 for me. I mean, it's just really bad. It might get a 3 out of 10 if I can see a good kill, but other than that. Where do you guys rate this movie? Phenom, where do you rate this movie at?
I can't disagree with you. I was leaning more towards a 4. I thought it had some good parts. I thought it had a lot of potential.
It did.
And they super dropped the ball on this.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And maybe Corey Cunningham isn't the right Michael Myers going forward. You know what I mean? You know what I'm saying? Maybe they can find somebody else more believable, bigger. You know what I'm saying? Like he seemed like a regular sized cat.
Yeah.
Emotional problems. At least we know Mike didn't really talk. He ain't talk none. Even as a kid, he ain't talk.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? This dude going through mental shit. So I'm kind of glad that they didn't make him that, but it's still a bad movie, yo. 3.5.
Yeah. What about you, Tony? You're the Halloween man. Where is this land on yours?
Y'all nice, man. Y'all real nice. I give it a 1 out of 10. I mean, I just like I said, it really hurt my feelings. I mean, they got a 21-year-old getting bullied by a 16-year-old. Like, band members. We ain't even talk about band members, yo. These were band members. Oh. All right. I gotta let it go, yo. I gotta let it go. Yeah. 1 out of 10, man.
1 out of 10. All right. Well, look, there you go. Basically, the scores are low across the board, and we're not the only ones because I went on IMDb, Google, Rotten Tomatoes, Metacritic. The scores are awful. And this has been the highest drop ever from so Halloween opened up at number 1. It dropped 80% the following week.
Wow.
There's no other movie has done that drop from being the top to dropping off the next week. So a lot of people have feeling the same we've been feeling. So unfortunately, we'll have to wait another 5 years to see if they can revitalize the franchise. But as of right now, they did not land the plane on this shit.
Nah, the movie was almost 2 hours long too, man. Yeah,
and Michael Myers, I no lie, is in it 10 minutes in an almost 2-hour film, less than 1%.
That's crazy.
That's crazy. But anyway, thank you guys, man. That is our review. As you can see, we did not like it. But if you didn't like it, let us know what you didn't like in every inch and detail, because clearly we let you know what we didn't like. But if you did like something about it, hey, let us know that too. We might agree with you, but we probably won't. But either way, don't forget to like this video, subscribe to the channel. That's my man Phenom 202. That's my man here, Tony Dons, giving us his review. And we're here giving you our review recap of Halloween Ends. We'll be back at you with another review. Peace.